everyone and welcome to this video. We are so glad you're here. In this video we are going to share some fascinating insights from the manual Media Literacy Empowered. This was developed by Beyond Borders NGO from Italy with the amazing support of the Club for Youth Empowerment 018 in Serbia and VerdeSur in Spain. All thanks to the Erasmus Plus project Media Literacy Empowered. Let's dive in. What's the project about? The big picture here is to raise awareness about the importance of media literacy among young people. Sounds important, right? Here's what we are aiming to do. We want to innovate youth work with fresh approaches to teaching media literacy and fighting oppressive media content. We are providing youth workers, teachers and educators with brand new educational tools to tackle negative media effects. We aim to make young people in Italy, Serbia and Spain and all over Europe more aware of what ethical media coverage really means. Before we get into it, let's break down what media literacy is. Think of it as the ability to access, analyze, evaluate, create and act using all forms of communication. Pretty comprehensive, huh? It's not just about being a passive audience member. It's about applying critical thinking skills to the messages, signs and symbols, transmitting through mass media and being an active participant in spreading information. Key steps in applying media literacy skills include questioning the source, analyzing tone and language, cross-referencing information, examining visual elements, considering timing and audience appeal, using fact-checking resources. Key components of media literacy are critical analysis. This is about breaking down media messages to see how they influence us. Ever wondered why a commercial made you want to buy something? That's critical analysis at work. Creation. Don't just consume media, create it. Be an active, responsible contributor in the digital world. Ethical engagement. Use media responsibly and recognize its role in shaping societal values. It's more powerful than you might think. Why media literacy matters today? Media literacy is more than just a skill. It's a civic responsibility. It helps us see biases, understand media's impact on public opinion, cultural norms, and individual behaviors. Imagine understanding the world around you better. Sounds pretty empowering, right? The evolution of communication trends, particularly the rise of user-generated content and hybrid storytelling in digital media, presents opportunities for diverse voices to be heard and shared. The media landscape has exploded with new forms. No longer just print, radio and TV, now we have digital media like websites, blogs, social media, podcasts and streaming services. Social media, especially, is a game changer. It lets everyone create and share content, making information more democratic. But watch out, it also opens the door to misinformation. Even movies and outdoor advertising count as new media when they spread information. Films can reach global audiences through theaters, television, and online streaming platforms. Outdoor advertising includes billboards, posters, banners, and other forms of visual communication placed in public space to convey message to a large audience. The media world is wide and ever-changing. Fake news is the ultimate misinformation, probably the most popular form of misinformation on media, although it's still quite complicated to detect sometimes, above all among vulnerable groups of users, including young people. Fake news doesn't necessarily have to be based only on false information. Only a part of it can be invented, while the rest of the content is accurate or presented as facts. All about spreading false information to mislead people, often targeting our emotion and controversial topics. A shocking headline can spread faster than the full story, especially when bots and trolls get involved. Be vigilant and always check your sources. Privacy on social networks is a huge deal. Social platforms are where we share photos, videos, and lots of personal info. While they offer amazing opportunities for connection, they also pose serious privacy risks. What happens online can have real-life impacts, like identity theft, hacking, fraud, and even bullying, psychological and sexual harassment, revenge porn, spreading of disinformation and fake news, spreading panic, promotion of hate speech, calls for violence and hate crimes. Young people born in the era of modern technology are especially exposed to to these dangers. When using social networks, make sure you understand how your data is being used. Always read the privacy policies to see what data is collected, how it's used, how long it's stored, and if it's shared with third parties. Nowadays, there are no clear barriers between virtual and real life. What happens online very often has a direct impact in real life and in relationships with others. The correct use of social platforms is the duty of the users, who, by reading the information on personal data and terms of service for registration beforehand, must be aware of his or her actions and the consequences they may involve. Thanks for tuning in. We hope you found this helpful and that it sparks your interest in media literacy. Stay curious and keep questioning.